Hey everyone and welcome back. If you are new here then hello, my name is Zoe and this is my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing more of like a drugstore makeup, affordable makeup tutorial using like cranberry tones. I don't feel like I've done like a cranberry makeup for quite a while now. The main focus of this video is this palette which I bought recently. It's from Obsession. I don't know whether it's Obsession Cosmetics or just Obsession. It's a brand in Boots and it's a collaboration with Belle Jorden. If you don't follow her on YouTube and Instagram then you should, because her makeup looks are incredible. And this is a palette that she collaborated with them. I'm not sure when, but I picked it up in Boots the other day and it's like one of my favourite things at the moment. Because this palette is from the drugstore, I decided to do all of my makeup today using affordable and drugstore products. So yeah, if you want to see how we get on, then keep watching. Okay, so let me just move my hair out of the way. I have no idea what sort of eyeshadow look I want to do with this palette, but I feel like it kind of gives me like modern renaissance vibes, like the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, which is one of my favourites because I love like warm browns and reds and like cranberry tones. So I'm just gonna prime my eyes first. I need this. I'm gonna prime them with the Makeup Revolution concealer, which I think is literally the best drugstore concealer ever. Do we say drugstore in the UK? Because I don't know. That's just what I always call it, but I don't know whether it's an American thing. So yeah, do you say drugstore? What do you say? If not, then what else do we call it? Because then I'll start calling it that. But yeah, Superdrug and Boots to me are just drugstore, so I'm not really too sure. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to carve my brows out first. I have already filled them in. I'm hoping that my eyes aren't sort of too dry for this today, because I have had the worst eczema on my face and around my eyes as well, which is very annoying. So I haven't really like been putting makeup on them really. I've been trying to do like Instagram videos and stuff like that, but they just make my eyes sore. I don't think it's the product which I'm using necessarily. I think it is just because my skin is a little bit fragile at the moment. Okay, so I've carved out my brows now. I also have my mug of tea, which I always have. So this is what the palette looks like, and it's got a mirror in it as well. These are all the colours which like I love to wear. So you've got like golds and coppers, browns, more like dark purples and cranberry tones, which I mean, if you watch my YouTube channel at all, I don't think you'll see anything else like other than these shades on here. I think my first transition shade is going to be this orange one, because I want to try and use sort of as many like different ones as I can. And this one is called Sagittarius, and it's a really pretty orange. And I haven't filmed a YouTube video for a couple of weeks now. I really want to like carry on like with the YouTube and things, so I'm going to try and keep to Sunday uploads. Feel like that's going to be the best day for me. This changes like all the time. I really am determined to do a video a week, so let me know if there's anything in particular that like you want to see. These shades are really blendable as well. They blend out really easy, which I like. I kind of want to do sort of like a spotlight eye effect. I also want to like wing it out as well, so I'm blending it out quite well, like to the tail of my brow. And they're super buildable as well, these shades. Like you can start like soft if you're not that confident and then really build it up, or you can really load your brush up and go straight in and it's really pigmented. So I'm really loving this brand. I have no idea like how long it's been in Boots for, but I'm definitely going to pick up a couple more of their products. Okay, and then the next shade that I'm going to go in with is Hot Sauce, which is this one. And I'm pressing this like into the crease before I blend it out, just so I've got like the pigment down, and then I'll just like wiggle over the edges. And I'm going to go onto the inner part of the lid and the outer part as well. I do have a video if you struggle with your blending, like sort of a blending 101 and like how to blend and things like that, and brushes to use, so I'll leave that linked in this corner if you are interested, because I feel like with eyeshadow it is all about the blending and some people do struggle with that. So yeah, I'll leave that in the corner just in case. I'm just taking a fluffy brush and a bit more of that orange and then just going over the edge with that a little bit, because I feel like we've kind of lost that. Okay, so I'm happy with that for now. Can't decide what to do on the outer and inner part. I think I'm going to use Queen, which is like a sort of deep cranberry shade, but it has got like little gold flecks in. I don't know whether you can see it on camera, it's just slightly, like, it's not shimmery, but it's got like little flecks in it. So I'm going to use this to sort of darken the inner and outer corners, but it just looks so pretty. And it's like super pigmented as well. Okay, so I'm going to do that and then take this brush, which hasn't got any like more product on, and just sort of join the two together. When I first saw these shades, because there's a couple like this, it's Queen and Pops is like a sandy coloured brown, but it has got gold flecks in. And I was thinking, is this going to be okay to like use in the crease? But I think it'd be absolutely fine. It blended beautifully then, and it's not like too shimmery to put in your crease, if you get what I mean. And then for like the centre of my lid, I'm going to use Magic, which is a really nice like shimmery like cranberry shade. All the shades in here are literally so pigmented, it's amazing. And then I'm just going to use my finger just to apply it a little bit more. Oh, I love that. And then I'm just going to tap a little bit more of Queen just on the outer and inner corners. There's so many like different variations of like eye makeup looks that you could do with this palette. I was going to do like more of the gold and purple tones, but I feel like I use gold way too much on here though. Okay, so I'm just going to sharpen up this line. And then I'm not going to do any eyeliner, but I am going to do lashes and mascara now. For lashes, I'm going to use the Girls with Attitude Luxury Foam Ink Lashes. And I don't know what these are called. They haven't got a name on. Oh, it says Fierce by the barcode, but I would have thought that their name was like on them in bold somewhere, but they're not. So they're just like a camo print box. Yeah, I'm going to shut up now and put them on, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, so those are my lashes and that's the eye look so far. I really love these colours. I'm going to do my skin now and then I'll do the rest of my eyes after. So I'm just going to apply a cream highlighter. This is from Primark. It's the Strobe highlighter cream. It's in the shade Pearl. And I'm just going to apply this to like the high points of my face because I'm going to be using quite a glowy foundation. And this is really nice, but it doesn't sort of hydrate like the MAC Strobe cream does. I thought this was like quite similar, but I feel like this dries down, whereas the MAC Strobe cream hydrates as well. It's like a moisturiser at the same time. I said I was just applying it to the high points of my face, but I've literally applied it everywhere. And then for my foundation, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Pro Glow because at the moment, because I've got so much eczema on my face, I feel like this is the only foundation I can use at the moment. So I have tanned a little bit, so I'm going to use 205 and then I'll just put a little bit of 204 in just because I don't know if I'm that tanned. And it's also the only foundation which I apply with a brush. Usually I don't like applying my foundation with a brush, but with this I feel like it works best. I feel like the eyes are pretty glam, so we can go with a pretty glam base, I think. And then I'm just going to go over just to make sure that there's no streaks. Okay, now for concealer, I'm going to use the same Makeup Revolution concealer. I don't think there'll ever be like a drugstore concealer which is as good as this. I don't like the way this smells though, that's the only thing I don't like about it. It smells a little bit like chemicals. Okay, then I'm gonna cream contour using this concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer and I'm using the shade Beautiful Bronze. I really like this for contouring, but I don't apply it like straight to my face because I feel like it's really hard to blend out. But if you put it on the back of your hand and then like blend it in that way, it's so much easier to work with. I feel like it sets like really quickly. So I'll sort of like contour with it, but I do like to bring it like up onto my cheeks as a bronzer as well. And I'll do this before like I set my concealer. And I'll do a little bit around here. Okay, and then I'm only going to set like the centre of my face because I want to keep like as much glow as I can. So I'll use my Insta Fix and Matte from Rimmel and I'll just go quickly underneath my eyes first with this sponge just to make sure that there's no creases even though my under eye creases are just inevitable and then set with the powder. I have like the creasiest under eyes ever, but I think that's just because I've got more dry skin. Just can't help it. Okay, so that's literally the only areas that I'm going to set with setting powder. And then for my bronzer, I'm going to use a little bit of this. This is from W7. It's the Honolulu Bonzer, and this is super pigmented, so I'm only using like a little bit. Literally like just over my cheeks and then like onto the contour. I think I want the under eyes to be like quite grungy and quite smoky. I think I'm going to use like the purple and the pink, but I don't know whether that's going to go because obviously the tops of our eyes are cranberry. Okay, I've lined my waterline. I didn't show it because I couldn't find a drugstore pencil, so the one that I've used is a more expensive one, so I didn't show it because I had to cheat. This I'm going to use 13, which is like a really deep purple, and I'm going to use like a smudger brush to sort of smudge that into where I've applied the liner. Then I need something to blend that out. I'm just going to use a little fluffy brush to sort of blend that out a little bit. And maybe I'll bring it down a little bit further. Sort of diffuse that a little bit. I'm going to use So Cute, which is this like really bright pink. I absolutely love the look of this one. And I'm applying this like just underneath the purple. Don't be afraid to blend your eyeshadow down like further than you usually would because it makes such an amazing effect. Like where we've applied the pink like just underneath, I'm going to apply a little bit more of Magic, which was like the cranberry shade that we used. I'm just going to sort of dot that in the centre. Then to highlight my inner corners and brow bone, I'm going to use Glow Baby, which is this one right there. This is going to highlight my inner corners and my brow bone. Okay, so that is the finished eye and I absolutely love it. I'm really enjoying doing like a different under eye to what's on top. I've tried to use as many shades as possible and I really like it. So now all that's left to do is lips and highlight. So I'm going to do Toluse lip pencil from NYX and then the matching soft matte lip cream, which is Toluse as well, over the top. The sleek Solstice palette because I feel like that's got some nice like blingy highlights, and we could use like the purple one. Okay guys, so that is today's makeup look completed. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did down in the comments below, and please give it a big thumbs up as well and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!